Good day, everyone. I'm meteorologist Adam Kolpak. Wanted to first start out on a red flag warning that's going to start at 2 p.m. through 11 p.m. on Wednesday. And this is for most of Modoc County except for the Surprise Valley. You can see this also includes Alturas, where we're going to be dealing with low relative humidities from 6 to 14% during the afternoon and evening hours, and also winds out of the west-southwest from 10 to 20 miles per hour. There could be some stronger wind gusts, and this is the reason there for that red flag warning. We do have some high clouds passing through the area, moving from the southwest to the northeast at this time. Outside of that, it's just a similar pattern with the smoke and also the haze, but along the coast it is much better, much cooler with some low clouds and fog that'll fill in later tonight and also into Wednesday morning. There is some good news though, and this is what's up. Off to the northwest, this upper level low with a cooler pool of air is going to be moving closer to us over the next 24 to 36 hours, and this trough is going to continue to dig off to the east. What this means is it's going to cool down our temperatures, not only at night, but also during the day. You can see what's going on here with the upper air graphic. This is basically looking at what the temperatures look like aloft. And where we have these warmer colors, this is where we have warmer air aloft, and that's translating down to the surface. That's why all the heat is especially off to our south and southeast. But this is the little dip here in the colors. Where we have some cooler colors, we're going to have some cooler temperatures aloft, and this trough is going to be pushing off to the east. And with this trough getting closer to us on Thursday, Friday into the weekend, our high temperatures are going to go from the 90s down into the 80s here in the Rogue Valley. And in some areas, it may even go cooler than that. So that's a nice little change coming up. Our forecast for the coast, lows will generally be in the upper 40s through the 50s, and your high temperatures generally upper 50s through the 60s. We will have some areas of fog, some low clouds, and even some patchy drizzle, especially late at night and during the morning hours. We expect more sunshine to try and break out during the day. Moving inland, low temperatures will generally be in the 50s and 60s. Unfortunately, we're going to stick around with the areas of haze and smoke, and at times that smoke could be pretty dense. The high temperatures tomorrow, 80s and 90s with hazy sunshine and still some areas of smoke continue. We're looking at a high temperature of 90 and the low temperatures there in the 50s down towards Mount Shasta City. East of the Cascades, low temperatures will be in the 40s and 50s for the most part. And your highs tomorrow in the 80s and 90s. Cooler up towards Crater Lake. Still the areas of smoke and haze continue. And at times, the smoke will be pretty dense, not only at night, but also into the daylight hours as well. We will have some good air quality as well. So again, it's going to be going up and down. But here's the not so up and down trend. It's just going from hot temperatures down into the 80s. So that is a nice little break. 90s become 80s into the weekend, and potentially even into next week. Your lows will be in the 50s and 60s. We've still got the haze and smoke to deal with for the Klamath Basin. But even there, you can see those high temperatures going for around 89 on Wednesday. Then we potentially, right now, cool down to the low 80s into the weekend. A few more clouds possibly Monday and Tuesday. Your lows will be in the 40s and 50s. And from Mount Shasta City, I have high temperatures around 90 on Wednesday, cooling into the 80s after that, especially towards the weekend and early next week. Your lows will be in the 40s and 50s. For the coast, you stay cool. And also, you've been dealing with some pretty good air quality, maybe some patchy drizzle and fog at night and during the morning hours. Your highs in the upper 50s through the 60s, lows in the upper 40s through the 50s. We may even see a slight chance for rain early next week.